Hello, Dr. Chong. Welcome to my Domain 9 Reflective Learning video assignment. First of all, I would like to share about my feelings before entering Domain 9, which is marketing strategies. So, before entering, I was quite blur because, business marketing is not my strength. So I was quite dependent on the SOMAC students because they are doing branding and stuff like that. So I was quite dependent on them. And after completing this domain 9, I realized that it was by far one of the most challenging domains compared to other domains in this semester because understanding marketing terms and some of the keywords is something that I've never came across before. Something like what is direct marketing, what is this thing, that thing. So I was quite puzzled even when I attended the SOMAC's final presentation with their respective lecturers. I was still quite like blah blah. They did explain to us, but I was still quite unsure. And also I didn't understand the significance of marketing or business for our product. I was like, why are we doing this, why are we doing that, what is the real meaning behind that? Because I realized that I'm more into the arts and also the sciences, the technical part of the product development. And when it comes to business, I realized that is my weakness, and also marketing. um, so so that I think from that you would have gotten the idea of what is my weakness and what is the challenges that I would probably face in this domain. And yes, understanding this domain is the biggest challenge. So what I did is that since I was confused, I called for a meeting with the SOMAC students. This was a week before this domain 9 presentation, a week or something like that. And when I called for an interview, when I called for a meeting with the SOMAC students, especially the one who's working with the communication part, only three of them replied, and only one of them is doing the communication part. So I was a little disappointed. I was like, will I get any help with just a little bit, little people helping me out from? But I was like, you know what, it's okay. If anything will do. So when we went into the meeting call, the SOMAC students, especially from the communication side, although only one of them attended, it was very, very, very helpful because um, I think this person, Sangeeta, Apu, and Kelly, they really helped to explain to me why are we doing this, and I throw them these questions from my mind, and they seem to really explain what it really means. And at the end, I was really, really satisfied. I had a good night's sleep that night because I was satisfied. Okay, so that is a challenge, and I overcame it that way. The second challenge was I was in charge of making the prototype. So because I have all the ingredients here, and I have all the facilities at my house comparing to other group mates. So making it takes a very long time. It takes around 5 days to make this prototype, starting from incubating the yogurt, to making the mix, to aging it, to freezing it, and then forming it, and then refreezing it after it becomes an ice cream ball, and then covering the mochi, and then again freezing it. Oh, that takes a lot of time. So what I that was a biggest time consuming challenge that I would say. But when it comes to making the ice cream, I think that was the biggest problem because we didn't have an ice cream maker at home. So upon consultation with Dr. Chong, I had in mind that to use ice. So Dr. Chong also said use ice and salt. So I did that, but it didn't really work very good. It was still very like soupy and runny. So I felt like maybe it's not cold enough. Plus my house is super duper hot, so it melts very fast. So what I did was I went to get dry ice, crushed it really fine, and then pour it inside the ice cream, and then keep mixing it. And that really helped to make the churning process a success. I would say maybe not as good as the machine, but it still did its job pretty well. Here's a video of how that process happened. Okay, so yeah, that's how it was. And I think second challenge was I was also in charge of video making because I had the prototype. I was also in charge of interviewing because I had the prototype. So I think this time it was a lot of work for me, and I was not quite sure how this can be delegated equally among other members since I was the one with prototype, and it was hard for other members to come and get the prototype from my area because it is quite locked down. So the next part is I would like to share about what I learned in this domain. So I learned that no matter what product or concept we have come up with, business is a key element to leverage our product development and in order to sell the product. So at the end, it's not about how great this product is. At the end, it's about if you're making money, is it profitable? So business and marketing really leverage a product development and a business to come to a point where we make money. And I realized that although it's not my forte, but in culinology, it's a key point, and I'm building myself towards understanding more business terms. And I think after this domain, I've understood some of the marketing strategies. I've understood like for example, I've understand why we chose this kind of target market, what are the methods to why we chose social media, why we are using this direct marketing or stuff like that. So I think at the end I've understood and I've become a better culinology student. So that is all from me. Thank you very much, Dr. Chong, and I would like to express my gratitude to Dr. Chong and to my teammates, and also to Regina, because Regina was the one who actually helped to get to print the packaging for us, because it was all the way in Subang and I couldn't go there, but she was willing to help me at the very last moment. She was willing to print it and then bring it because she had passed to cross districts and states. So I would really thank all these people for making this domain a success. Thank you so much.